All right, you guys. So what are your names?
Michael Hendricks.
Peter Guglielmi.
All right, we're at our Strength West Bloomfield. How'd you guys learn about AOS?
Online, I've been a follower of Art of Strength, Punch Gyms for probably about the past 5 years, and I was watching NFL films over the summer, and they were talking about training the Detroit Lions, and I've been following Mike. His name carries a lot of weight, even though we're from southwestern Ontario, 3 hours away. We don't have anything like this in Canada. So, Mike, we're fortunate and blessed enough. We emailed Mike, and Sam said, "Come on down," and we're here today. And I mean, I know I've been training for 10 years, and the past hour and a half, I just wasted 10 years.
Yeah,
pretty much training.
It's
a pretty humbling experience when you come in here. And just the openness and the ability to kind of learn.
Yeah, definitely. I have been a follower of Gatsu kettlebells for a few years, and talking to Mike about it, he's like, "Hey, I've been looking at this Art of Strength." Showed me a couple of videos. He wanted to come down, invited me down, and I'm really glad we were able to make it out today.
Yeah, this is a real deal. I mean, we've been doing like TR, and not to bash any other products, but we've been doing what's available to us up in Canada, and there's nothing like this. I mean, everything else is not the real deal. This, just even the warm up, like Mike had us on the warm up, and I looked over at Peter, and I was like, "Oh man, I don't know." So It's a real deal. It's anyone who's interested up in Canada, take the 3-hour trip. It's well worth it.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Now, what brought you down to the West Bloomfield facility in particular?
It was the closest
facility. Mike Knight. I mean, he's got a huge name, huge reputation. So we wanted to train with Mike.
And he does a lot of the hockey players. And since being from Canada, Southwest Ontario is a hockey hotbed. In Canada, we got a lot of sport-specific guys where I call them YouTube specials, where they'll figure out an exercise and they'll try to water it down and give it to 8-year-olds. And so just watching the videos with Mike and working with Draper and all these guys, it's a real deal. That's why we came down.
Now, what are your guys' first impressions based off of what you went through in the hour and a half that you had with Mike?
It was humbling. I've been a personal trainer for about 4 years now. I've been into health and fitness for maybe a decade, and I mean, I'm feeling like I'm going to throw up when we're not even done the warm up. That's when I know we're going to get a good workout today.
Yeah, it's great. Like you said, it's biggest thing is you walk through the doors. It's humbling, and that's what we wanted. Driving all the way up here is just to kind of learn and just be humble. Go right back to the drawing. This forces me to go right back to the drawing board. And that's what you need, right, in order to grow. And
just the energy walking into this place. I mean, it's not bare bones, but just equipment, nothing fancy, just strength. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's legit.
Now, you guys had some time to spend with Mike. What were your impressions of Mike?
Really nice guy. To be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous. I've worked with a lot of coaches before who sometimes aren't the nicest people in the world, and have a head about this big. And Mike, even though he has got the reputation, he was a very nice guy. Didn't mind taking the extra time with us to explain the exercises properly. Make sure that we truly understood what we were paying for.
Yeah, like we paid for an hour, and he sat 2 hours with us, no problem.
Yeah.
And you know what? Like you walk through, and you see this guy on the internet, and you see him. The guy's a friendliest guy. And one thing he said is that you always got to give back. And like Peter said, it's humbling because now that now that someone of that stature gave back to us, when we go up to Canada, we pay it back. So it's good.
Exactly. It's good.
So where are you guys going to go from here?
Back home.
Yeah, back home. Throw up a little.
Tail between our legs. Hit the border.
Yeah. Well, within the next few weeks, digest a lot of what we learned. A lot of what we learned we can put right into our programs with our clients, one-on-one, group, that sort of thing. Mike, you're headed to an Art of Strength course in March. Definitely highly considering going with him now. And we talked about Mike, about the affiliation with Art of Strength, and it's definitely something that we're going to deeply consider.
Yeah, what Mike says about Art of Strength, it just makes sense. I mean, you know what? One of his things is just leave all that stuff with them. And I like that saying. You know what? That's what they do, and you concentrate on what you do, right? And it just makes sense. Everything that we learned today made sense.
Made sense.
Yeah. And this is coming from someone. Both of us have been in the business for a decade and a half, and it just made sense today. So it was good. Just click. It's good. It's legit.
All right. Thanks, guys.
All right, man.
Thank you.
Thanks. Appreciate it.